Hello and welcome back to the free table corner. Today we are going to set up or build a new ruin for the Mordheim table. And this time we got into a bit of a struggle. Well, we'll have to see how it went, but before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you find this video interesting. Now to the building session. So the first thing I'm doing is to sketch up the parts of the building. I'm not a good sketcher, so this here will just be for me to know how I'm going to assemble it. The first floor or ground floor is going to be 10 by 10 centimeters, and the second floor is going to be 14 by 14 centimeter, and the roof will be 18 by 18 centimeter, because it's going to be a square building. Then I'm measuring up the lines on a cardboard or a thick paper that I'm using, and I'm cutting out with the pieces with a scalpel. I'm putting out or taking out the first floor first, or the ground floor first. I assemble it with masking tape or paper tape, and just put on a bit of tape on both sides, and make sure it lines up so we don't get any things that are offline. Before I assemble it totally, I just cut out the doors. I'm going to have 2 doors on the ground floor, and then it's time to assemble it so it will be a square. And once again, using masking tape. That's the best thing I've found out. At least for the way I'm building buildings. Then I am doing the same with the second floor or first floor. I've cut out the windows. I'm going to have 2 windows where the doors are, and 3 windows where there are no doors. So putting the masking tape and aligning it so it will be in the right shape. Then it's just a matter of getting it level and making it stick to each other, so it eventually will form a square. There you can see both the ground floor and the first floor, and how it will be. I am going to attach the second floor with some beams that I've cutting out from square balsa wood, and making triangles out of it. You will soon see how I'm going to attach it. But I forgot to put in the floor, so this area you should do before you assemble the ground floor, but since I forgot it, I'm going to put it in now. And still using masking tape. And the triangles are put in place, and now it's time to use the hot gun glue and hot glue gun, yeah, something like that, and attach the first floor to the ground floor. I'm using the English terms now, I think. And then it's time to put in some coffee stirrers. That will be the roof, no, not the roof, but the floor and the walls in the ground floor. And here I'm using wood glue, because that doesn't dry as fast as the hot glue. hot gun glue, and I have time to measure and cut things so it will be correct in place. And here I'm using some clippers just to press the top plank in place so it won't fall off before it dries. And here I'm putting on the frames for the windows and the doors. Also using wood glue so I can adjust it so it will look neat. Here you can see the complete house done with floors, walls and doors and windows. And then it's time to do the roof. And this time I'm not building a total roof on this building. Imagine that when the comet hit Mordheim, the pieces and bits fell off and a little bit just hit the roof on this building. So the total roof is gone. I'm just going to have the ends of it. And here I'm also using square balsa wood and just adjusting it with a scalpel so it will fit. Also attaching the roof with the hot glue gun. Of course, it's hot glue gun. Here you can see I'm putting up just a little bit of roof at the end, so it will, so you can see that it's supposed to be a roof here. Here is the hot glue gun, and I'm touching the roof. I'm using wood first, just to show. I'm going to put something over it later. But here you can see the building. Now it's time to put on some small bricks. This here is my favorite. And in this building here, I'm going to have small bricks only on the ground floor. Because I've got something new I'm going to try out on the second floor or first floor, or yeah, whatever. Here you can see it's walls done, and here, voila, every wall is done with some small bricks. It's therapeutic to put them on. But here, this here is paste of some kind that the carpenters use, and I thought it was in place to test it out. I never tried it before, and yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to, or what I think about it. It was sticky to work with, and it didn't do as I wanted all the time, and it was messy, sticky, as I said, and yeah, you can see it was a lot of cleanup. But well, you can see at the end it's yeah, I'm not quite sure. You can tell me what you think about it when you've seen the complete building in the comments. But I have to do this a couple of more times to get a hang of it, I think. Taking in consider that this here was the first time. And now I'm just using some more XPS foam as I used on the bricks in the first floor, and gluing it on the roof. I'm going to use it as roof tiles. I'm just placing it up, and when it dries up I will cut off the accessible parts with the scalpel. I'm also putting in some roof tiles inside the building just to simulate that it is a collapsed roof. I'm attaching it with wood glue, and that makes it easy to work with, and you have time to adjust it around and see what seems good. Here the building is done. It's just now to cut off the accessible parts. I've also made some ladders that I'm going to put inside the building, so we can or the miniatures can get up into the first or second floor. I'm using a Dremel and just drilling some holes. I'm taking 2 coffee stir sticks and align them directly on top of each other. And I'm using toothpicks to have to symbolize the stairs at the ladder. And I'm using, as I said, wood glue just to hold the stairs in place. And just put in toothpicks in one side first, and then when all the toothpicks are in, you just take the second part and push all the toothpicks through those holes. Then you adjust it and take a clipper and just cut off the accessible parts or parts that you don't need. And when that's done, you just take some more wood glue and glue on side of the ladder so the toothpicks will stay in place. And voila! You got a perfectly nice, good ladder that actually looks really cool. And here I have primed it with first a black and then a white primer, spray cans. And I think it's looking pretty good at this moment, but when I'm now starting to spray on the paint I'm going to use, I was not satisfied with the end result. I'm first using some khaki color from Vallejo Air that I'm sprayed on the entire building. And now I'm using some Velvet Red, I think it's called. Ooh, that was hard thing to come out, but Velvet Red it is. And I thought that it would look cool with a red second floor or first floor, but I was not satisfied. And it was just time to just spray up the planks inside the house. Also using some brown color from Vallejo. And then it's time to spray the bricks. Here is my go-to color, German gray. I think it was okay. This time I think it was a bit too dark. I think I was a little bit hard on the mixture this time. I should have thinned it out a little bit more. But my main concern is the red on the building. Didn't like it, so I thought that maybe I should paint the frames on the doors and windows white to see how that would be. But yeah, you will see soon that this didn't work. This didn't work at all, actually. You see the white is all over, and this here is typical for a Norwegian house, but yeah, it doesn't fit for more time, so I took the contrast from Citadel and the wildwood and just painted all over the white. And yeah, you will see the end result soon, but I'm not happy. So here it is. Oh, this new paste I was trying out was pretty hard to work with. I think that I need a bit of a practice to make it flow and do as I want. And I'm not used to using contrast paint on the windows either, but yeah, I think the result was mediocre at least, so maybe I have to get back to this building at some point and repaint it. But the most important thing is that we got a new building for the table, and one less to go before we can start gaming. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you liked it, and I hope I see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye.